The truth, the challenge, we accepted. So the RakGhana Street Quiz train is in the central region of Ghana, Cape Coast to be precise. Well, it's time to laugh and learn. Let's go fish them out. Who was the first man to be born?
First man to be born. In where?
Go and ask your grandfather.
In the world.
In the world. Methuselah.
What?
Methuselah.
Where was Methuselah born?
Methuselah born was Israel.
This grammar now, wow.
So who were his parents?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Martha and Joshua.
Who was the first man to be born?
I think Adam.
Hey! I hear me to me, but me.
Where was Adam born?
In the Garden of Eden, I think.
Who was the first man to be born?
Samuel.
That is not correct.
Okay, who gave birth to Samuel?
Yeah, Moses.
Jesus!
Who was the first man to be born?
First man to be born.
I gotta see this, man.
Moses.
Jesus! Apostle, we hear of this.
Who were his parents?
Sarah.
Sarah and...
Abraham.
Jesus Christ.
Who was the first man to be born?
Cain is the first person.
No doubt about it.
That's nice. Okay, so according to CRS and according to the Bible, where was Cain born?
Outside Garden of Eden.
Who was the first man to be born?
Adam.
Lying will ruin your life. Lying will ruin your goddamn life.
Who were the parents of Adam?
Parents of Adam. Yes! God and his wife.
What is the difference between Adam and then Cain?
They are brothers.
What?
They are brothers.
Oh my God.
I am finished.
Who was the first man to be born?
Esau.
Which place was Esau's birth?
He was birthed in Sajo.
What?
In Sajo.
Where is in Sajo?
Commander.
Jesus!
Who was the first man to be born?
Okay, from what I know and from what I saw in the Bible, I think it's Adam.
I disagree with you.
Adam was the first man to be born. Who was his parents?
Adam had no parents.
Okay.
He was created, not born.
Who was the first man to be born?
King.
He was born to who and who?
Adam and Eve.
You smart.
Who was the first man to be born?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Eve.
Who were his parents?
God.
You.
What's the difference between Eve and Cain?
Cain is a woman child.
Okay.
But Eve is spiritual.
Who was the first man to be born?
First man to be born, Cain,
Congratulations.
Why Cain?
because Adam and Eve were not born. They were created by God.
Very good.
So they gave birth to Cain and Abel.
Who was the first man to be born?
Adam.
Okay, Adam. Who were his parents?
I don't really know his parents
Oh, really?
because all I heard is he was created by God.
We know.
Who was the first man to be born?
Okay, the first man to be born I know was Cain.
Why not Adam, but Cain?
Because Adam was created by God himself.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, he was not born. So Cain was the first man to be born.
Who was the first man to be born?
The first man to be born is Adam.
Who were his parents?
He wasn't having a parents. He was created by God.
So what is the difference between Adam and then Cain?
Cain was the son of Adam.
Very good.
Who was the first man to be born?
Cain.
Why Cain?
Cain and Abel. Cain was the firstborn of Adam.
Thank you for the word so sweet.
So the difference, what is the difference between Cain and then Adam?
Cain is a son of Adam.
Very good.
So would you say Adam was born?
Adam was created by God.
What is adultery?
Adultery is someone who's causing abortion.
Child, there is God.
Okay, so if you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
Polo.
What?
Polo.
So what is the difference between adultery and fornication?
Adultery and fornication.
What?
Fornication.
Jesus!
More drugs abuse, it can cost you that.
It can cause you fornication.
It can cause fornication.
Shut up, my friend.
So what is adultery?
Adultery. Adultery. It means adult music.
Jesus!
Encore. Repeat it.
Adult music.
Can you give me an example of adult music? Sing one.
Adult music be like Shatawale. Pa 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 pa.
What is adultery?
Adultery. Adultery is having a sexual intimacy with a married person.
Hey! Ha! Oh! Sorry. Landlord.
If you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
Fornication.
Connecting the two, adultery, fornication, what is the difference?
Having an affair whilst you are not married.
It's true.
Having an affair or having sex with a married person, being it a woman or the man.
What is adultery?
Adultery. Moving from your childhood or your childlike abilities or life into adulthood, that is becoming a man if you are a boy.
Wonderful. Shall never end.
What is adultery?
Adultery. Having sex without being married or engaging yourself in a sexual intercourse without marriage.
It's a lie!
Anyways, what is the difference between adultery and fornication?
Fornication, one is being you are married and you are practicing it.
Look at you.
It dey miss everything, yama, like Sinkafa da watch.
And one you have not married at all, but you are practicing it.
You.
What is adultery?
Adultery. Adultery is a married man or a married woman having an affair with another person.
What about fornication?
If you are having sex before marriage, that is fornication.
Oh, my good friend, it's true.
If you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
That would be fornication.
What is adultery?
It's a stage of 19 to 45 years going.
Jesus!
So, if you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
Child.
What is adultery?
Adultery
You don't begin to show yourself, Abi?
is someone who was married
Continue.
and yesterday cheating on his partner.
No problem. God will see us.
Fornication. What is the difference?
Fornication is someone who wasn't married and having an affair with someone.
Exactly.
If you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
Fornication.
What is adultery?
Adult on retreat.
Jesus!
You say?
Adult on retreat.
So, if you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
I'm tired. No. Continue.
Adolescent.
What is adultery?
Adultery. Adultery.
Jesus!
What did you say?
Adultery.
What tree?
Old tree.
Old
so
tree.
Adult, old, and tree.
Come on, shut up there!
Okay, so if you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
You commit sin.
You.
What is the difference between adultery and fornication?
Fornication is looking to a woman in a lustful way. Then adultery is sexual activity.
Really?
What is adultery?
Adultery. Adultery is voluntary sex with a man or a woman, which is not your spouse.
Thank you for the word so sweet.
So if you don't commit adultery, what do you commit?
Fornication.
Small.
What is the difference between fornication and adultery?
Fornication, you don't have any marital status with the person.
Okay.
And then adultery, you have a marital status with one person, but you are going behind the person.
What is adultery?
Adultery.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Woman and tree.
What is fornication?
Education is all about school
Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
or hospital.
I swear to God, you will be hospitalized.
What is adultery?
It's whereby a female or male who is married
Continue.
sleep with another woman or another man.
What is adultery?
Adultery. When one is married and having sexual affair with another, it's adultery.
Now, what is the difference between adultery and fornication?
Fornication is when both parties are not married.
No doubt about it.
But adultery is when both parties are married or one is married and having sexual affair.
I just want to give a big shout out to Emil, a friend who is at the UDS, and then I think everybody in Elmina and Cape Coast as well. Big shout out to the person. All right.
Shout out to my friends, Love, NGB, Sly. They're my ex-girlfriend who broke my heart. She know herself.
Shout out to my fans SM and fucking boy SM too.
Yeah, shout out to all my friends in Cape Coast, Gino, Agenda, and my only one father, Takulaha.